If you've ever looked at a 2x or 3x leveraged ETF and thought, wow, that is such an easy way to multiply my return, this video is for you. Now, leveraged ETFs can certainly make your account grow faster. It's like your account on speed, but it can also blow up your account super fast. Now, in this video, over the next few minutes, I'm gonna talk about what leveraged ETFs are, how the daily reset actually works, and the big risk that virtually nobody ever talks about. Now, keep in mind, this isn't financial advice. Leveraged ETFs and options in general, and the stock market in general, is risky, and you can lose some of your money. So make sure you do your own due diligence. Now, let's start with the basics. A normal ETF like SPY or QQQ is meant to track an index. So the SPY tracks the S&P 500 and the QQQ tracks the NASDAQ index. Now, the regular ETFs like SPY and QQQ have actual stocks inside of them, and they rebalance every so often. So what they're doing is they're trying to target the same return as their corresponding index. So for example, if the S&P 500 is up 5%, the SPY will typically be up 5% as well because it has the same stocks as the index. However, leveraged ETFs are very, very different. Leveraged ETFs don't even have stocks in them. Leveraged ETFs are made up of swaps and futures and derivatives like that. Stuff that you can't really open the hood and look at. Very, very different. And leveraged ETFs have a daily rebalancing. So for short periods of time, they can look very similar. So for example, you can look at Tesla as an example, and then you can look at TSLL, which is the 2x version of Tesla. And they can look very similar if you look at the chart at a short-term basis. But if you look at it significantly long-term, there can be a big difference between the two. Because leveraged ETFs aren't meant to give you 2x or 3x over a 1-year time frame, as an example. They're actually targeting 2x or 3x on a daily basis. So they reset every single day. Now that means your long-term results really depend on the entire path that ticker takes and not just where it ends up. So it's so important to size it correctly to your account value and also have an exit plan ahead of time. Most traders never have an exit plan. They just trade a ticker and they think it's gonna go well, but they don't think ahead of time what happens if this ticker drops by 50%. Do you jump off the bridge? Do you sell all your shares? Do you buy more? And when you're waiting and thinking about that when it's actually happening, then you're already in panic mode. So the time to think about that is ahead of time. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions and comments on this channel about leveraged ETFs because they can be so attractive. I mean, face it, instead of trading like a $500 ticker, you can trade a $50 ticker and catch most of that move. And the premiums can be insane. So I'm gonna do a series of videos over the next few days, and I'm gonna walk through different tickers, the best leveraged ETFs and the worst of them. So you're not gonna wanna miss it. Drop a comment below on the leveraged ETFs that you're looking at, and I can look to include that in one of the upcoming videos for this series. Thanks for watching.